Hi, this is Cameron at Colorado Team Real Estate, and in this video, we are doing a map overview of Castle Rock, Colorado.
And I'm Kirsten Masker with Colorado Team, and so excited to chat with you today about what it's like to live in Castle Rock and give you the ins and the outs.
Excellent. So Castle Rock is one of my favorite communities that sits along the Front Range of Colorado. And the reason for that is it's kind of preserved its small town charm. From Denver, it's about 20 minutes from downtown Castle Rock right up to the Centennial Lone Tree area. This is called the Denver Tech Center. This is where a lot of people out of Castle Rock work. And then into downtown Denver, it's about 40 minutes. So 45 minutes, depending on traffic on Interstate 25, and that runs right through the heart of Castle Rock. There's also Highway 85 out of Castle Rock that goes through Sedalia and into Littleton. So if you're looking to get to the mountains a little bit quicker, it'll save you a little bit of time to take Highway 85 to get up to the ski resorts or get out and go hiking. And then to the south from Castle Rock, it's about 20 minutes to Monument and about 45 minutes down to downtown Colorado Springs. So it really sits well right between the two metro areas. There's a lot of families who one person will work in the Springs, the others will work in Denver. So it's a good option to live in Castle Rock right between those two.
Get into the mountains, obviously, so many people that are out here, it's a priority how close we can get to the mountains. So if you're trying to get up the hill from Castle Rock, what is that route? What does that time frame look like for someone?
Yeah, there's a lot of options. So if we're talking about, the most popular stuff, we want to get up to Silverthorne so we can ski at Keystone or Breckenridge. It's probably going to be about an hour and a half from Castle Rock up to the exit at Silverthorne. And then if you're looking for something shorter, just to get out for a day hike, from Castle Rock up to Chatfield Lake is about 25 or 30 minutes. So that'll get you into the mountains. And then on up to the Golden, to the intersection of I-70, you're about 45 minutes. So there's another option that's really popular out of Castle Rock for mountain bikers, hikers, fly fishermen to go up to Sedalia. It's about 10 minutes away, and then go west on Highway 67. So this is all national forest up here. It's full of ATV trails, mountain biking, hiking trails. The Colorado Trail runs right through here after it leaves Chatfield State Park. And then this Deckers area is a world-class fishery for fly fishing. So that's about 40 minutes away out of downtown Castle Rock. So lots of options to get into the mountains quickly, but also Castle Rock is the foothills. It's rolling terrain. It's beautiful. You've got amazing views of the mountain peaks and a lot of geographical changes throughout Castle Rock.
So speaking of outdoor activities, which is what we do here in Colorado, for those not living here looking to get here, let's brag about the weather. What can someone anticipate to expect throughout the year?
So Castle Rock sits at 6,200 feet in elevation. Denver, the Mile High City, that's at 5,280. So about 1,000 feet higher, so just a little bit cooler. Probably arguably a little bit more snow than Denver in the winter. So summer days, right around 80 degrees. It's amazing. And then in the winter, most days, like coldest months, December, January, February, you're going to be right around 45 degrees on the average. So light jacket, medium weight jacket, something like that. A lot of people think about Colorado in the winter and they think it's cold. However, rarely are we bundled up with hats and gloves on. 45 degrees in sun makes for a nice winter day. Yeah,
absolutely. So if I am moving to Castle Rock because I love the outdoors, let's look into where are the parks, where are the trails, what's the recreation life look like for someone that's going to be moving to the area?
There are a lot of options, a lot of parks throughout Castle Rock. Two really big ones that I would point out are the Castlewood Canyon, which is over here by Franktown. You can see Castlewood Canyon. This is actually a state park that's only about 5 minutes outside of Castle Rock. So this is where you can come feel like you are in Colorado right away. It's got deep canyons, a lot of rock outcroppings, large forest, beautiful area to go over, mountain bike and hike, and that is right at the edge of town. The other one is the Philip Miller Park. And so this is in Castle Rock, and I'm going to switch over to satellite view real quick. So what they've done here is this land was donated to the city. You can see all these trails over here. There's about 25 miles of single track that's phenomenal for mountain biking, jogging, hiking, whatever it may be. There's all these trails right at the edge of the city where you can go get outdoors. And then inside Philip Miller Park, there's this huge soccer field. The building has got game fields, pool, and a climbing gym for kids. And then right here, the incline is really popular. So this is stairs up the side of a mountain. So every morning you'll see people over there hiking up the stairs and back down to get their workout in. And then a lot of trails right here in the area to go jogging and hang out. So two amazing parks right there, but there's tons of options throughout Castle Rock and the surrounding area if you go up to Castle Pines to get outside and spend time outdoors.
Cool. So I feel we are seeing a lot of young families move into the area, which would tell us that Douglas County has great schools. So touch on the schools for people looking to move in from out of state. What should they know? What are the top rated ones that they should be looking into?
Yeah, definitely. So whenever somebody says they're looking for a good school district, a lot of times we say either check out Cherry Creek, which is in Denver and Aurora, or Douglas County School District, which is going to be Castle Pines, Parker, Castle Rock, Larkspur. So there are two amazing high schools inside of Denver. We've got one right here right in the center of town called Douglas County High School. And then up here on the west side of town, there is Castle View High School right here. So this is part of the Meadows neighborhood, but two great schools, really, some of the best in the metro area. And with the small town feel, this is just an amazing place to raise a family.
Yeah, and so you mentioned the Meadows. There are several major neighborhoods that make up Castle Rock. Touch on the Meadows. What does that have to offer as opposed to some of those other really popular booming neighborhoods that we're seeing?
Yeah, there's 5 neighborhoods that I would point out. And so the Meadows is right here on the west side of town. The Meadows is a master plan community. So you have got everything from apartments that you can rent, entry-level homes, move-up homes, $1 million homes, and then you can even move back down into these ranch homes where the front and backyard is taken care of for you. So there's something for everybody in the Meadows. There's 2 community pools along with the Red Hawk Ridge Golf Course and the park that we just talked about. So really a well interconnected community. Hospitals right here. There's a little city center with CVS, the Whiskey Lodge, Ohana Grill, the library, several little restaurants right there. And then as you come across Meadows Boulevard, this area here is called the Promenade. And the Promenade is the outlet mall, Sam's Club, Whole Foods, King Super, Lowe's. So everything you need to live an easy life is within 10 minutes of you whenever you live in the Meadows. Another neighborhood that I would point out is Crystal Valley. Crystal Valley is on the south side of town. A lot of new homes here. Does not have that mature feel yet, but if you're looking for a new home or you want something that's turnkey, Crystal Valley is a great community to look, and you can find homes there anywhere from $500,000 all the way up over, $1 million, $2 million. Founders Park on the west side of town. This is one of the original communities. This was built up in the 1980s. So mature trees, mature streets and landscaping. There's a little bit more street parking than we see in the other neighborhoods because it has been around longer. But a lot of homes in this area, anywhere from $450,000 townhomes all the way up to $2 million homes with larger lots. So several options in the Founders area. Terrain is kind of the new neighborhood on the west side of town. A couple community pools there, a lot of new homes, big homes. So if you're just looking for a great family home that's got the new feel, Terrain would be a really good option. And then the luxury neighborhood of Castle Pines Village, which is over here on the north side of town. Castle Pines Village has got huge trees. It's a gated community, several parks inside the gates, community pools, clubhouse inside there. So these homes range anywhere from 1 million all the way up to 5 or 6 million. A lot of really cool options inside Castle Pines Village. And this is very much a golf community. There's 2 private country clubs that you can join inside Castle Pines.
Awesome. Pretty much covers it all. Any other amenities that you being a local resident that you think an outsider should know?
So I think one of the things that Castle Rock did right is that they preserved the downtown community. So whenever you look at downtown Castle Rock, historic Castle Rock, a lot of this is mom and pop shops, boutique shops, restaurants that you're not going to find anywhere else in the world. And so downtown's got this really nice, charmful feel. A lot of events downtown where they block off, the square, and they'll have vendors and street parties throughout the year. They've got Oktoberfest. Whenever we have the county fair, they shut down everything and do a cattle drive through town. And then there's the star lighting in the fall where we get ready and to celebrate the holiday season. They've got lights all the way down the main street. So it's just a beautiful downtown. And then on the north side of town, this is where they kept all the chain restaurants. So Target, Home Depot, Walmart, all that stuff stayed on the north side of town. So it really separated and gave town a really good feel having things in different places.
Yeah. So tons of amenities, tons of events if you're looking for that small town feel for families and whatnot. What about, we're seeing a ton of new builds, new development. So if that is someone's approach that they're wanting to do, this would be the place, right?
Yeah, definitely. So Denver Metro is growing south. There's more undeveloped lots in Douglas County than there are in any other area in the metro area or along the Front Range. So lots of new build opportunities inside of Castle Rock, Parker, and Castle Pines. And I would want to say there's probably a dozen builders right now and about 8,000 homes in the works that we can see. So tons of options for new builds. And as we grow, Castle Rock's done a really good job, in my opinion, of handling the growth. A lot of people who have been around for a while might disagree with that, but I think they've done a good job handling it. One of the things or cons that I can see coming, though, with this growth is there's a lot of development right here in Castle Pines. So that 15 or 20 minute commute we were talking about from Castle Rock up to Lone Tree, that could be bumped up in the future as people start to move into this area, and this area between Castle Pines and Parker gets developed. You're going to see commute times go up a little bit.
Sure. So finish us off with who would be the perfect person that you would imagine moving to Castle Rock? Like, who's going to love it? Who's going to hate it? Why would you come here? Like I said, you live in Castle Rock, so no better person to be an advocate for it. But who do you see taking advantage and loving it the most?
Certainly. So whenever I moved to Castle Rock in 2015, I felt like this is a little bit far out. It's a little bit away from the amenities of Denver. I don't know if this is for me, but we were taken in by the community. We made a ton of friends in the first year throughout all the events that are going on. You run into people all the time. So it's really a place that takes hold of people and feels like home very quickly. So a lot of young families love it, a lot of families just in general, or people who want to get into the outdoors. You just want to spend time outside. You don't want the hustle and bustle of being trapped inside a major metro area. Castle Rock's a really good fit, and there's everything you need to live your day-to-day life inside of Castle Rock. Anyone who, if you go out to eat for dinner every night, or you like the energy of a big city, Castle Rock's probably not going to be the best fit for you. While there are plenty of options for dining, it's not going to be something that's going to keep you entertained every single night. So if that's the case, I'd probably look closer into downtown Denver. Sure.
Awesome. Tons of information. Thanks for the rundown. And anything else you want to add?
Not at all. Castle Rock's a phenomenal community. Love Douglas County as a whole. Denver is a phenomenal place to call home. So if you have any questions about moving to Castle Rock or moving anywhere in Colorado, we're here to help you, and we can do the same. Just kind of break down any of the communities on the Front Range that you'd like to learn about.
Sure. Awesome. Thank you so much.
Cool. Thank you. Take care.